So the fourth and final opera of the season is The Kiss by Smetana, who is so famous for having written The Bartered Bride. But even Smetana lovers have rarely gotten a chance to hear this opera, which is a sweet folk tale about a couple who are having a disagreement in advance of their wedding day about when or whether one gets to kiss the other. Vendulka, who is the bride, is not just being a prude, she's one of those 19th century operatic women, a strong woman who wants the man in her life to work by her rules. She's sort of like Carmen or Violetta in La Traviata, but unlike Carmen or Violetta, this one doesn't end in horrible tragedy. Kiss is a romantic comedy. So the rules are that she wants her fiancé Lucas to wait until their wedding day before they can have their first kiss. And you can imagine how he feels about that situation. But you know, it's not really just about this issue of the kiss. It's about the sort of timeless, sometimes bridgeable, but sometimes less so chasm between men and women, and sometimes how we understand each other and the world. So when Smetana wrote The Kiss in 1876, he was already the toast of Europe for The Bartered Bride, which is just so joyful and warm and has one of the most beloved overtures in all of opera. However, by the time he wrote The Kiss, he was already deaf. And it's interesting because, like Beethoven, that caused him, losing his hearing, to somehow invest his music with yet more beauty. And you can really hear that in this very beautiful score. I discovered this opera in 2010 at the Wexford Festival in Ireland. And when we saw what a hit this was, it was described as the runaway hit of the Wexford Festival Opera, we just felt we had to bring it to St. Louis.
And we have done several things in conjunction with Wexford Opera Festival. So having that come here is wonderful exchange of the two countries. And we may be in St. Louis, but we really have quite international fingers. I work a lot in the United Kingdom, and we just, we are reaching out around the world.
So this cast is headed by Corinne Winters, who is one of our former Jardine Young Artists and a soprano whose career has just been taking off since she's had her first leading roles here, Mélisande in Pélias and Mélisande, and then last season, Micaela in Carmen, which so many people agreed was sort of the freshest take on that character that they'd remembered hearing or seeing in quite a while. And then audiences will certainly remember Garrett Sorenson, tenor, from his show-stopping performance in Street Scene, and also his Hoffmann in The Tales of Hoffmann, a singer of great range and also comedic ability. So I think we're in for a treat. Speaking of comedy, there's Elizabeth Batton, who was our just insane gypsy woman in The Ghosts of Versailles a few seasons ago. And then we have baritone Matthew Burns. He's someone who really made audiences' hearts melt when he was here last time in Una Cosa Rara, and before that, The Mikado. So, this is part of what we do, what we specialize in at Opera Theatre, bringing the audience these hidden gems of the operatic repertoire. The Kiss by Smetana. You are sure to fall in love with these characters, with this music. It's part of the sense of surprise and adventure of every opera theater season. There's only 5 performances, so don't miss your chance.